Hey YouTubers, and welcome to another episode of Benny's Vlogs. Today is, well, it's after midnight, so we're looking at April 4th, 2013, 12:35 in the morning. I just got off work roughly an hour ago, and it was actually a really good day. And the whole last week has been really good actually too. There's a few things I want to discuss in this video. One of them is having to do with moving on in one's life. Um, as much as I want to say that I've had a rough past, which I have, I know and now realize that I talk about it way too much. And if you're somebody that was once in my life, um, and is now not because you got tired of hearing me talk about myself, my past, and you know, I'm sorry. It's taken me a long time to get over a lot of things. Um, one of which I'm working on right now is social anxiety. Because of my weight, because of my past, I never hung out as a kid. I never socialized. I didn't even know what that meant. I never did the things that normal kids, teenagers did. You know, I was always stayed at home, did my homework. So now that I'm on my own, it's hard for me to do that. I don't know what going out for coffee is, or how to, communicate with friends. Workplace wise, I can communicate great, but to take that out into the social world, it's very difficult because I always want to make sure that I give a good impression. I never want to say the wrong thing. I always want every conversation to be perfect, which I know never will be, and I've come to the realization of that. Um, an incident happened a few days ago, and something was said, and I completely blew up, and I took off, and I ran down the street, and I sat down at the church, and I cried for a good 10, 15 minutes because the hurt that I felt from that alone, um, it was so surreal. And ever since then, it's it feels like it's gotten better, but it also feels like it's gotten worse. Um, and I'm not naming any names or what the incident, what was said. All I'm gonna say is that what was said did hurt me, but when I look back, I've come through a lot. I've been through a lot. I've made it. I've made it through so much. And I'm a fighter. And I'm a believer. And I have faith and determination and courage. And if somebody's mad at me, by all means, be mad at me. But for what reason, I don't know. I try not to do things that get people to be mad at me. I always try and help everybody out as much as I can. I put everybody else forward just before myself, you know, and maybe I should stop doing that. So yeah, the first thing I was wanted to talk about was just, moving on from your past. We've all had a past, every single one of us, and the words, "What doesn't kill us makes us stronger." You learn everything that you've been through, every every emotion, every obstacle, every situation, everything that you've gone through in your entire life. You learn to make yourself stronger by each action that's taken. I'm trying to explain this in a way that everybody can understand. Right now, I'm really tired and I can't find the words, but everybody has a past. Some have been worse than others, but we have to be strong and we learn from it. And even though my past was horrible, I vowed from this day forward never to speak of it again unless it is, referring back to an incident that I had gone through with a client, with a client. Once I'm in my field and I'm dealing with a client, then, some of the things that I've been through, I can refer to. Um, being in a 16-17 program, living on the streets. I want to be a child and youth worker. And I think that my quietness and my shyness, I can't be there anymore. I need to step up. I need to face the plate, face the bat, face the plate, whatever. I don't know how you say that. But I gotta change, and I am changing. It's gonna take some time, but I know that I'll get there. And all I want from my friends and my family is just the support. I take constructive criticism real well. If I'm doing something wrong, or if I did something wrong, then tell me. But don't hide out and be mad about it. You know, tell me. Tell me I did something wrong. Tell me what I'm doing wrong so that I can fix it. Don't leave it go and go and go and go. Because like I said, at this moment in time, I am not mad at anybody or anything for any reason whatsoever. The past is the past. I've moved on. And if you're one of those people out there that are upset with me for some reason, if I did you wrong, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I am a good person at heart. I want to cry because I just don't know. I don't know anymore. So yeah, strength. I'm not gonna cry. I just wrote a letter to me and my mom haven't talked in a while. And I wrote her a message the other day because I miss her and the kids. I moved away to fill a void in my heart. And to meet my dad. And not only because of that, but because I'm bisexual. Those two things are two of the biggest reasons why my mom has no regard for me. Like, she deleted me and blocked me off my new current Facebook, but my old Facebook I can still message her, so I sent her a message and I told her that I love her and I miss her and I wish that we could, work things out because I'm not a kid anymore. There's days, there's days I feel like I'm in my 50s. I see my generation, you know, and the immaturity and the addiction, and I myself, you know, but I think, I don't know, I'm losing words here because I'm upset, but I'm happy, and I got all these emotions going through me at the same time right now. I'm trying my best to lose the rest of this weight, you know. Me and my neighbor had this agreement thing that he was gonna train me, and I feel like I've let him down because I just lately I just don't feel motivated. I mean, the last week since Sunday I've been really trying to put myself back in. I quit smoking cigarettes for 3 days. This is after midnight, so I'm on day 4 now. I haven't had one cigarette, so I'm happy that I've cut that out of my life. But no, I miss my family and my job. There's some days I'm happy at it, and there's other days I'm not. That's everybody. There's days where we're happy with our job, and there's other days we're not. So it's not just me. We're all the same. But I turned 26 this year, and I want to move on with my life. I'm trying to pay for school. Pay for my seat for school and get in and get this, and then move on. Like, there's so many people that come and go in our lives, but family is just one that shouldn't go. And mom, if you're watching this right now, I just want to say that, like I said, I love you and I love the kids, and I miss you guys horribly. I'm trying to make I'm trying to make a trip up to see you guys, but I've got so many bills right now that I'm trying to make sure I take care of and pay off. That's besides the point. The other thing I want to talk about is just strength, being strong. Those 3 or 4 tears I just shed now are the 3 or 4 tears the first 3 or 4 tears that I've shed in maybe 12 years, 13 years. And so it's taken a lot this last little while to bring those tears out, because I do feel hurt at the current moment, but like I said, strength. You got to be strong. Don't let things bother you. Don't let things get to you. You need to move on. So I'm gonna cut this video short at almost 15 minutes. Until next time, you guys take care, and remember, just whatever happens for a reason. Karma actually does happen. I've seen it happen. And just be yourself. don't be somebody who you're not. Don't be the expectation of everyone else or of somebody else. Be yourself. Love yourself. Okay? This world's too short. Life is too short to complain, to argue, to you know, life's too short to be negative. And I don't want to be negative. So my goal for the next week is I'm going to be as positive as I can. I'm going to start socializing more. I'm going to try and work on my social anxiety. I've actually diagnosed myself with that. And it wasn't actually me. It was the help. It was the help of my neighbor that brought me to the realization of that. And that's something that I'm going to work on. And hopefully, my circle of friends will get bigger. I'll have the right friends, the right people in my life. So until next time, everybody take care, be strong, be yourself. Okay? Toodles.